This should be good. I look at the food on the table and nod. I made mostly light, easy to eat, fare, since I'm sure she's tired from her long trip. It's been about a month since Rika left for her contest. And today's the day she's coming back. I wanted to go to the airport in Tokyo to pick her up, but she just told me it'd be a waste of money. And so I'll be welcoming her at Shionagi Station. It's almost time. I quickly wash the cooking tools and start getting ready to leave. People steadily float out into the street leading from Shionagi Station. Clatter, clatter, clatter. The sound of a rolling suitcase approaches. Welcome home, Rika.
Tadaima!
I catch Rika as she leaps into my arms.
涼介の匂いがする。私、帰ってきたのね。
Congratulations on placing first in the piano section and getting the grand prize! Rika won first place in the piano section as well as the audience awarded grand prize. She accomplished the spectacular feat of being the second Japanese person to ever win first place in the piano section.
ありがとう。私、やったのね。今でもちょっと実感ないわ。
All of your efforts until now bore fruit. You tired?
さっきまで疲れた感じがあったのに、あなたの顔を見たら元気が出てきちゃった。
You hungry then? I made food.
作ってくれたの？ありがとう。食べたいわ。向こうのご飯も美味しかったけど、家のご飯が恋しかったの。
I'll take your bag. I grab the handle of her suitcase. Rika links her arm with my arm on the opposite side and nuzzles herself close.
帰りましょう。私たちのお家へ。
We're relaxing after our meal. Rika sitting on my lap and leaning against me while I hold her from behind. She wiggles and rubs herself against me like a little puppy. She occasionally turns around to kiss me. She's all smiles. She's cuddling with me lots. And I'm enjoying the bliss I haven't gotten to feel in a whole month.
ねえ、机の上に置いてあるイラストは？
She's looking at a rough sketch of the outer and inner views of a house. It's for the promotion test. I was told to design the house that I'd be living in 10 years from now. Weird test, right?
あなたの10年後の家。
I already know what Rika's thinking. I've been thinking the same thing. I've been asking myself what the best future would be for the last half month or so. I still don't know. But what I do know is that 10 years from now, Rika would definitely be involved. Rika, what kind of house do you want to live in? I ask a little hesitantly. Her face lights up and her cheeks flush.
小さくてもいいから、寝室は一緒がいいわ。
Huh, the same. Yeah, I want that too. What the heck? I know it's just hypotheticals, but it feels like we're actually planning out our life. It's really ticklish. It'd be nice and refreshing if the kitchen were big and open, like if you could look out over the dining area.
料理しながら待ってる家族の姿が見られるなんて素敵ね。毎日使う場所だし、水回りはこだわりたいわ。
It'd be great if it were a stand-alone house where we could put a piano in the living room and a yard too. We could plant flowers or get a pet. I think it'd make our lives a lot of fun.
広ければ子供とも遊べるものね。
The kids?
子供部屋もあった方がいいと思うわ。
Well, yeah, right. We should, how many do you think?
3部屋くらいかしら。
3?
もっと多い方がいい？私、頑張ってみるわ。
I should ask her what she's saying she'll do her best on. She'd probably explode with embarrassment. I think about 3 kids sounds good. I'd want at least 2. Being an only child's lonely.
姉妹がいるのも大変よ。小さい頃はめぐるとおやつの取り合いしたこともあったし、それはそれで楽しかったけどね。
The idea in my head gradually grows more distinct. The full image comes to me so easily I feel like an idiot for worrying over this by myself. I think I'll be able to do something with this.
東さんに合格もらえるといいわね。
I'll do the best I can. This is something the two of us thought of together. There is no better idea. All that's left is to organize this and draft it out. Now then, what to do about the layout? Rika turns herself around and looks into my eyes. She places her thighs on top of mine. Her cheeks are right in front of mine, and they're flushed in a different way from before.
ちゃんとずっと禁欲してた？
I did. I haven't even masturbated.
1ヶ月間ダメっぱなしなのね。きっとすごく濃くなってるわね。私もずっと我慢してたの。あなたのことを思ってオナニーしたくなった時もあったけど、約束だから。
She wraps her legs around me. She's asking me to do it.
待たせてごめんなさい。
I guess you've got it pretty bad right now.
今すっごくムラムラしちゃってる。あなたとエッチしたくてどうしようもないの。いっぱい抱いてほしいの。
I've been waiting too.
約束。1ヶ月分のすっごく激しいエッチしましょう。
And cut. I'll see you in a second.
見て。
He places the blueprint he had been looking at on the desk. He's utterly expressionless. He exhales.
これがお前の10年後の家か。
Yes.
リッカちゃんと相談したのか。
Yes.
今回の試験、どういう意図でお前に課したかわかるか？
Your intentions. Was it to gauge how suited I am to be an architect?
それもある。もう一つ、お前の住むだろう家にしたのは、どれくらい愛を持って仕事に臨めるか試したかったからだ。人間、自分のこととなれば必死になるし、考えも及ぶ。自分をないがしろにするやつは、他人に愛を注ぐことなど、まず無理だ。
I see.
その点、まだまだ改良の余地はあるが、設計自体に大きな破綻はないし、リッカちゃんとの将来を考えているのも伝わってくる。だが、一つ大きな問題がある。
What? I've looked through it and redrawn it over and over. Is there really a major issue?
お前、これを本気で10年後に建てるつもりか？この辺りじゃ、土地と合わせて6000万から8000万はするぞ。
What? Oh.
愛を持ちすぎだ。それだけの資金をどうする？お前がうちの稼ぎ頭になってくれるのか？
He grins impishly at me. I'll do my best to do so, and I'll build that house in 10 years.
うちの初任給は他社に比べて高くはない。仕事のできないやつの給料をホイホイ上げてやるほど甘くもないぞ。
So that means you would give me a raise if I produce results, right?
おお、 若造が生意気言うようになったな。いいだろう。俺が金を積みたいと思える男になってみせろ。雇ってやる。
Thank you very much! I yell loud enough to make my coworkers stop what they're doing in surprise and bow my head low to Mr. Azuma.
就職先も決まって、これでリッカちゃんに心置きなくプロポーズできるな。
Uh-huh.
あんなイチャイチャした夢の家計画を持ってきたくせに浮かない返事だな。
I'm planning on proposing to her, of course, but there's something that's been on my mind.
考えてること？悩むのは大いに結構だが、リッカちゃんを悲しませるんじゃないぞ。
I know. But that's exactly why it's on my mind. From school to the workforce. From living together to marriage. Lately I've been thinking a lot about becoming a family, about what a family's like. The seasons change from autumn to winter. Winning an internationally renowned contest certainly has its benefits. It was decided that Rika would be participating in the Moscow Philharmonic Orchestra's yearly Japan concert. Rika is currently in Moscow at the orchestra's invitation. I have work, so I'm sitting home alone.
兄さん、寂しいでしょう。
Or I would be if Meguru-chan hadn't just happened to come back to Japan. She always drops by like this whenever she has work in Japan. Rika's doing her best out there. I'm happy, not lonely.
嬉しいと寂しいは共存できる感情だと思うんですけどね。寂嬉しい。嬉寂しいの方が可愛いかな。
Rika and I are connected through our hearts, so distance doesn't matter. We don't need to be together all the time like kids.
大人な兄さんですね。せっかく慰めてあげようと思ったのに。あ、言っておきますけど、エッチな意味じゃありませんよ。
Yep, I know.
それはそれで悔しいですね。
She must have come here because she thought I'd be lonely. I actually am lonely on the inside, so I'm genuinely grateful she's here. How about you find a boyfriend too already, Meguru-chan?
今の私の恋人はピアノですから。お姉ちゃんみたいに素敵な彼氏が見つかったら考えますけどね。でも、なかなかいないものですよね。運命の人って。
Yeah, I was probably just lucky. Someone who's so precious you might not ever get to meet them in your lifetime. That must be why you call them a soulmate. Meeting Rika is the happiest, most fortunate thing that's happened in my entire life.
今は仕事が忙しくて、それどころじゃありませんし。ほら、見てくださいよ。このスケジュール帳。5年先までびっしりです。
She pulls out a compact but still impressively dense schedule notebook. The calendar is completely packed with writing in black ink. Meguru-chan's currently doing tons of work both overseas and in Japan. That's really something. Looks like you go to a lot of different countries.
今月は移動が少ないだけマシです。先月はヨーロッパ各地とアメリカの出入国を繰り返して、仕事より移動で体力消耗しちゃいました。お仕事をいただけるのはとてもありがたいことなんですけどね。
I feel kinda bad that you came to visit me when your schedule's that packed.
あ、気にしないでください。私が会いたかっただけですから。ホテルでゆっくりしててもプライベートって気がしなくって。だからって実家に帰っても家があるだけで誰もいませんし、ちょうどいいところに癒しの兄さんがって感じです。
I'm glad I was able to be of help. Oh, you hungry? I'll make you food if you're fine with something simple.
やったー！お姉ちゃんの料理もとっても美味しいですけど、兄さんが作ってくれるのも大好きです。
I'll get some ready then. Just a second.
はーい。
I get up and head toward the kitchen.
兄さんのご飯、兄さんのご飯。
I can hear her happy rhythmic voice from behind me. The way she acts around me hasn't changed since we were in high school, but I bet being a professional piano player who flies around all over the world is a lot of work. I can tell just from looking at that schedule of hers. A thought crosses my mind. I wonder if Rika's gonna become a pianist who is booked 5 years into the future like that. It's what I'd want. I want to support my girlfriend as she tries to make her way as a professional musician. That's the truth. But I bet it'd be hard to live the way we do now if that happens. It's a sad, painful thought. Maybe I could travel around the world with her. But I have my own dream of becoming a first-rate architect under Mr. Azuma's tutelage. Our hearts may be connected, but our paths before us branch away from one another. Life's so happy right now, I wonder if I could take it. Shards of doubt gouge into my heart. Here you go. Carbonara!
美味しそうな匂い。よだれ出ちゃいました。
I'll make more if you want some, so just let me know. I place a plate for myself on the table and sit across from Meguru-chan.
美味しい。兄さん、また腕を上げましたね。お店出せますよ、これ。兄さんとお姉ちゃんのご飯を食べると、日本に帰ってきたんだなって実感します。
She's eating happily. I watch her and idly twirl the pasta with my fork.
食べないんですか？
Meguru-chan, are you glad you became a professional pianist?
おかしなことを聞きますね。よくなかったら続けてませんよ。世界のどこかで私の演奏を心待ちにしてくれてる人がいる。こんなに嬉しくて幸せなこと、私は他に知りません。いつか世界中の人に聞いてほしいんです。これが私のピアノだぞ。あなたの心に響けって。なんて、根っからのピアノバカですね。
I think that's just fine. I admire the way you live. To devote yourself to chasing after one specific thing, believing in yourself as you charge forward. Architecture still holds an important place in my heart, of course. But now that I have other things that are important to me as well, I can't devote myself to one thing in that way. I feel like I'm always balancing things unsteadily on a set of scales.
お姉ちゃんのことですか？
Huh?
顔に出てますよ。そうじゃなくても、兄さん、聞き方がわざとらしくて丸バレです。
Sorry, could I get your opinion on something?
はい、もちろんです。
Her response is prompt and cheery. Thanks. What do you think about getting married and then immediately living apart from each other?
兄さん、お姉ちゃんと住まないんですか？
I want to live together, of course, but I also want Rika to get more work and become famous. Isn't it better for her to work overseas like you do then?
そうですね。あくまで私の実感ですが、日本より欧米の方が芸術分野への関心は高いと思います。本当にいろいろな人がいて、それだけ様々な刺激を受けますし、毎日がとても新鮮です。ピアノはずっと勉強。私はプロになった今でもそう思ってます。そういう意味でも日々成長していける場所ですね。
Really? I guess I really should let Rika go out into the world.
とまあ、これは私の場合です。
She looks straight into my eyes, as if to try to communicate something to me as directly as possible.
兄さんの夢は建築家ですよね。叶えるためにお姉ちゃんと別れないといけないとしたら、お姉ちゃんを捨てられますか？
There's no way I could do that.
じゃあ、兄さんが建築家になるには、お姉ちゃんと離れて暮らさなければいけません。お姉ちゃんが送り出してくれたらどうしますか？
If Rika? It'd make me happy, but also sad, I think. I know she'd be doing it for my sake, but it makes my heart hurt. Oh, that's when I realize. Maybe what I've been thinking would be best for Rika's sake might just be me forcing something onto her. Am I really thinking the same way Rika is? Just like how I thought I'd be happy but sad. Maybe she...
プライベートの鳴沢めぐるは恋を知りません。
Huh?
だから、 ピアニストの鳴沢めぐるは多くの聴衆に平等に愛を注ぐことができます。プライベートと仕事を分けるって言葉で言うのは簡単ですが難しいですよね。私が誰かに恋しちゃったら今の私でいられる自信がありません。それはいい悪いじゃなく必然の変化だと思うんです。お姉ちゃんは兄さんに恋をして兄さんを愛する気持ちを知りました。ピアノを始めた頃のお姉ちゃんと今のお姉ちゃんではピアノを弾く時の思いも絶対に違います。もちろんたくさんの人たちにピアノを聴いてほしいって気持ちはずっとあると思いますけど、それだけじゃないんじゃないでしょうか。
私にとって何が最良の選択かはまだわからないわ。それを見つけるためにも今はまだあなたのそばにいたいの。
I wonder if Rikka's found it. The best possible choice. And I know I told her back then that we'd search for that together. Here. I grab a neat roll of paper off my desk and unfurl it.
何ですかそれ？家の設計図？
This is what I was asked to make as a promotion exam. It's the blueprint for a house that I'd be living in 10 years from now. At first, when I was asked to do this, I didn't know if I should talk about it with Rika. I felt like I'd be limiting her future.
それは兄さんの気にしすぎです。
Rika was really happy when I told her about it.
嬉しいに決まってます。好きな人にどんな家に住みたいって聞かれたら女の子なら誰だって。
I haven't been acting like myself, have I? It's an issue involving both of us, but I guess I've been worrying about it all alone, saying it's for Rikka's sake. I had forgotten that it's better to regret something after doing it than to regret never doing it at all. Thanks for the advice, Meguru-chan.
これくらいいつでも相談してください。私で力になれることでしたらいくらでも頑張っちゃいます。兄さんとお姉ちゃんには幸せになってほしいですから。
I'll try telling Rika how I feel, and I'll talk things over properly with her.
はい、それがいいです。お姉ちゃんを幸せにしてあげてくださいね、兄さん。
I'll do my best.
それはそうと。パスタのおかわりいいですか？
I'll bring some out right away. I accept the empty plate from her. I think about things on the way to the kitchen. About how it's time to use the money I've been saving up until now.